Hello, I'm Tiffany Chalk, and I'm here at WBOC's Historic Studio D, and you're watching Delmarva Life.
Tiffany's going to show us how to make some great appetizers
It's
here in a few minutes.
not fair that she leaves that sitting out over there. We're going to get that here in just a second. When it comes to home improvement, painting is one of the easiest and least expensive ways to dramatically change the look of your room.
However, from coats to color, there are many factors that can influence how your project will turn out. In today's Angie's List report, we show you what they are.
Painting is a great way to boost your home's value and improve the look of a room. Homeowner Brad Stutler recently had his mantle and kitchen painted.
Before it was stained wood. We really thought that's what we wanted when we initially built the house, but we really decided we needed to change, and so they painted that. It's been a great difference for our living room.
Brad plans on having more painting done this year.
Like many people, I've got 3 little kids, so there are many stains, scratches, and nicks on the wall.
Before you decide to paint your home, there are a few decisions you need to make. One of them is what color you want. Experts say there are certain colors that are pretty popular.
We're seeing a lot of grays and blues, but the grays aren't traditional grays. They're more of kind of earth tone grays, a little softer than just like a steel gray, so it's a little warmer finish.
Once you've picked the perfect color, you'll have to decide what type of finish you want for the space.
So if you have a bathroom that's a high humidity area, you'd want a higher sheen paint, an eggshell or a satin, and that way it'll be moisture resistant. It'll clean up a little bit better.
Angie Hicks, founder of Angie's List, says there are different paint finishes to suit every situation. For example, Angie says a flat finish is good for covering up mistakes and is therefore ideal for large areas like walls. A satin finish has more luster and is durable, so it's ideal for high traffic areas like hallways. Angie says a semi-gloss finish is also durable, but it's shiny and water resistant too. That's why it's great for bathrooms. A gloss finish is the most durable and water resistant, but Angie says it's the most likely to show brush strokes. She says glossy finish is usually more appropriate for surfaces like trim and door frames that take a lot of abuse. Once color and finish decisions are made, Angie says it's time to prep the walls. You'll want to fix any imperfections to ensure your painting job holds up well.
And a lot of times people tackle this project themselves. But you need to understand when you might be in over your head, because a good paint job is really dependent on the prep work. So if you have walls that need a lot of repair or resurfacing, hiring a professional may be well worth the money. Also, if you have a lot of tricky trim work, that might not be the room you want to test on.
If you do decide to hire a professional, Angie says make sure you read over the painting contract.
It should include exactly how much the job's going to be, how many coats of paint it'll include, what type of prep work they're going to do, as well as exactly what type of products they're going to use.
All things you'll also need to consider before taking the job on yourself. That's why many people just go ahead and hire a pro.
First of all, my wife would never let me paint the house. Secondly, it's just it's a time factor. I'm very busy with my family, and I just don't have the time to do it.
And perhaps you want to get an estimate on having someone come out to paint the rooms in your home. Angie says you have to take into consideration the number of coats of paint that will be needed, the square footage of the area to be painted, and of course all of the prep work that needs to be done. She says it's a good idea to get 3 bids and then compare the prices.
All that makes perfect sense.
It does.
And once the house is painted, it's time to entertain. So why not put together a delicious dinner made of appetizers? We are in the Delmarva Life kitchen next with several tasty ideas.
And on top of that, we'll pay a visit to Rachel Ray's kitchen too. She'll give us some great tips for burger night.
Alrighty, so while we're talking food, you ever feel yucky after a glass of milk or other dairy? Well, Dr. Oz says you might be lactose intolerant.
Are you suffering from gas, bloating, or diarrhea? You could be among the millions of Americans with lactose intolerance. Lactose is the sugar that makes milk sweet and can be difficult to digest. To find out if you're lactose intolerant, skip milk and other lactose-containing products for a few days and see if the symptoms disappear. Besides milk, lactose is used in many foods. So read the ingredient list and steer away from curds, whey, and other milk-like products. If you have mild symptoms, drink small amounts of milk at mealtime, which helps absorption. If you're still bothered, try these tips. Drink lactose-free cow's milk or soy milk. Take enzyme pills or droplets to help digest lactase. If you can go milk-free, take a calcium supplement to prevent osteoporosis. You'll feel much better.